You know what's worse than a pack of predatory animals? The zookeepers who keep importing more of them opened the cages, fed them with British taxpayers' money, and then screamed racist at anyone who noticed the bleeding children. The British elites, especially the Labour Party, but the Tories were happy to hold the door open, didn't just fail, they engineered this nightmare. They looked at a certain holy book with this very clear operating system that divides the world into believers, the good people, and kafirs, aka non-believers, and decided that importing hundreds of thousands of people programmed with that software was a wonderful, wonderful idea. Enrichment. Newsflash, you midwit multiculturalists, not all communities come with the same firmware. Buddhists don't grape little girls as sport. Sheiks don't build grooming networks. Christians don't call native girls easy meat and pass them around like party favors. But certain strains of the religion of the most nobility that must never be criticized, well, they have a different take on it. And the data, the court cases, and the screaming victims proved it for 20 fucking years. And guys, right now, just go ahead and thumb up the video, do it for the algorithm, and leave your thoughts below in the comment section. Look, the elites, they saw the fang marks. They heard the wailing of the girls. They read the reports. Then they covered them up, bullied the whistleblowers, and kept breeding and importing more cobras. Let me make this simple with a metaphor even a Labour MP might be able to understand. If I deliberately put a venomous snake under your daughter's blanket and she gets bitten, I don't get to say, well, I'm not the one who injected the venom. No, I go deservedly to prison for murder because I created the conditions with full knowledge of the outcome. That's exactly what the British elites, what Labour did. The architects of this policy treated biological reality like an inconvenient bug in their Utopian Code. They imported a pre-medieval operating system into a high-trust society and then acted shocked when the system crashed, then denied the fact that it was going downhill. They didn't just ignore the friction. They criminalized the people that were pointing out the sparks. It's the same logic as that genius Jamaal Bowman, the congressman from New York, former congressman, thank God, who as a school principal doesn't know what a fire alarm is, who is demanding that Americans import 2 million people from Gaza. Not all of them will murder Jews, say the progressives. That's absolutely true. Some of them are very good, decent people because, not every single cobra is going to bite out of pure instinct. But the law of large numbers doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. You import enough people soaked in genocidal hatred, and Jewish blood on the streets becomes a statistical certainty. You don't get to play innocent when the predictable happens. The grooming gang rapists are pure evil. And the politicians, bureaucrats, and diversity priests who enabled, imported, and shield them are even worse. They turned an ideology of conquest into national policy and forced it down Britain's throat like a mandatory experimental vaccine. Must take it. These people don't deserve a pat on the head and a pension. They deserve to rot in the same prisons as the animals they protected, preferably in the same wing so they can get properly acquainted with the consequences of their compassion. Because at the end of the day, the cobra, it doesn't feel guilt for doing what it's been programmed to do. The idiot who kept filling the house with them, well, they absolutely should and be held responsible. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. God bless. Peace.